Alrighty, everyone, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Crowsnest Indycar Series 100 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. In the booth with you tonight, you got me as always, Matt. And also in the booth with us tonight, we got Mr. Julian back. We're going to try this two-man booth here one more time, see if we can get it to work a little better this week than it did last week. So hopefully it all works out for us. How you doing, Julian?
Pretty good, man. Excited to get back in the booth. Call another Crow's Nest race, Group 3, I believe, right?
Yeah, last week we tried it and then we had a little bit of a problem, but it looks like this week will be all right. I mean, these Indy cars here in Charlotte, they don't have much room out there at all.
Oh no, it almost feels more narrower. Even though it's probably about the same size as Chicagoland in terms of track width.
Yeah, I think it's got to do with the speed that you carry around this place. I mean, you're
Yeah,
going so fast, and the walls just come at you out of nowhere.
yeah, definitely. There's much more banking in Charlotte compared to last week in Chicagoland.
Alrighty, man. Well, so going into tonight, we looked at fuel earlier. Looks like for sure, what did you say, 48 on fuel?
48, 49, the pit window is going to definitely open, yeah.
So, if somebody can get to that magic number 50, which I would say somebody will get there, we're going to end up with a situation of a fuel mileage race, I would say, if this thing goes green.
Yeah.
Well, out on track right now, looks like the fastest car on track is Dave Lane right now in practice. So, good run for Dave.
Yeah, definitely. Much faster times than I thought they were going to be running.
23.626. Well, what do you think, bud? Do you think we're going to see a eight different winner on the season?
Maybe. You never know. It wasn't looking like it was going to happen last weekend for 7 different winners, but maybe we'll go for that number 8.
We just might do it. We've got a little over 11 minutes left here in a practice for the Crowsnest Indycar Series. And then we'll get down to it. We'll qualify. And it'll be 100 laps here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's going to go by pretty quick, guys, at 23 seconds a lap.
Oh, yeah. So the tire wear is going to be considerably lower than it was last weekend. Drivers are going to have to put much less steering input throughout the corners thanks to the extra banking. Let's see, I don't think there will be too much aero wash.
Yeah, I don't anticipate too much of an aero wash situation or aero push, whichever way you prefer to term it. I don't think we're really going to see that at all here tonight.
No, not at all. Our current points leader finally sets a lap time of 24.153. James Ledford.
I tell you what, James has had a good season.
Oh yeah, definitely. Without a doubt. Let me just bring up the point standings here, and I'll give you a rundown of the statistics, or the point standings, rather.
Alrighty, while he's doing that, the reason why you're not seeing it on stream is I currently can't really access it just yet. I'm still working with the league to figure out what's going on there, but luckily, Julian has the access to it, so.
Yes, and currently your points leader, as said before, James Ledford, with 1 win on the season, and an average finish of third, with 284 points currently banked, with Michael Spell in a somewhat distant second place with 259 points, and Dwight Plesh in third, with virtually nothing between them at all, only 1 point. And bringing up 4th place is Dave Lane, 4 points further back in 4th, 254. So right now, 2nd through 4th is just covered by a piece of paper practically. Only 5 points.
Yeah, and if Ledford has an incident here tonight and Lane was to pick up a win or any of these guys, it could really change it up.
Oh, yeah. Ledford last week having a few issues, having to use, I believe, maybe 2 out of 3 of his fast repairs,
Yeah, I
getting
think
caught
it
up
was
in a
two.
few wrecks.
I think it was 2 out of 3 there last week.
Yeah.
Alrighty, 8 minutes coming up on the board. 8 more minutes of practice. Julian, they're running out of time to figure out what they want their cars to do.
Yeah. I assume that maybe the past couple days they've been making their own kind of tweaks, but now that they're all on track, they're getting a few last minute adjustments in, probably adding a bit more downforce than they'd like to run, probably compensating for the being behind cars in the corners.
All right. Well, we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in about 7 minutes, and we'll be back with you here momentarily. Alrighty, folks, we're back here with 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in qualifying. Or in practice, excuse me, getting ready for qualifying. So, Julian, are you ready for fast-paced action here tonight, buddy?
As ever, yeah, of course.
Alrighty, 1:59 left on the clock right now. Dave Lane, still your fastest car in practice. Ledford, right now, your points leader, setting in third. Ryan, fourth. Fifth is going to go to Charles. Sixth to Bud Steele. Hey, Miss Maria, how are you? Alrighty. 38 seconds remain. 35 now. Dave up there with the highest or the lead of practice with a 23.626. James Brooks scored second fastest. Ledford sitting back here third fastest for now. And Orion fourth fastest. Fifth is going to be Mr. Charles back here fifth fastest with 2 seconds left in practice. And Checkered is out for practice here. We're going to get ready to go for qualifying. All right.
Oh, seeing practice times. What do you think the pole time will be?
I'm thinking 23s.
23s, huh?
Yeah, I honestly I don't think they're going to drop off that much. To be honest with
Oh,
you.
uh-huh.
Uh,
By the
um,
way, how does the mic sound now? Quieter?
it sounds bad. Yeah, you're not peeking near that. We're good. Oh, trouble right off the bat. Looks like that's Charles. He come off pit road, clipped the apron, lost the car. He'll have to reset and try again. I think he said he was having trouble during practice with that as well. So again, that was Charles going around. Bud Steele coming out on track. Right now, taking a look at Bud Steele coming up to speed. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remains in qualifying.
Ryan Malishak setting the first lap at a 24.3.
Man, I still think you got to be in maybe down to a 23.9 to get it. Or I could be wrong. They may be in the 24s. He exits turn 4 and 24 flat.
There you go.
Ryan makes it. James Brooks right now in a second. Now back to third.
Bud Steele. 24 flat. Just by a few hundredths of a second.
Oh man, will we see a 23 in qualifying? That was my guess. We'll see.
Still got plenty of drivers to get that guess right.
I know Maria's over there losing it, bud, with the pole as of now. Still quite a few cars to qualify, including your points leader still hasn't made a lap yet. Taking a look here at Brian out on track right now.
See what he's going to get. His first lap was a 24.4. Still coming up to speed.
Through 3 and
Running
4.
Nice and close to the white line. What he gets? 24 dead again. Good enough for third.
Nice lap. I don't know that we're going to see a 23. It's going to be close.
Surprised there's not more guys willing to go out and try and set a lap.
Dave trying to get a lap in here. Yeah, I'm really shocked by that as well. I don't think we're going to see anybody in the 23s, to be honest. 54 seconds left, and nobody really on track.
Kind of seems like a NASCAR Cup qualifying.
Yeah, but the problem is they're running out of time.
Yeah, anybody who goes out now is done.
You're not going to have time to get up to speed.
No.
So it looks like Bud's going to walk away with the pole. Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if you complete one lap.
No. You need a good minute and a half almost. Get at least one lap in.
Well, so that's interesting. We had 7 timed laps, and that's all we had. So, kind of like NASCAR qualifying, I guess. All right, let's get ready to take a look at your starting grid for tonight's race. Of course, as always, your starting lineup brought to you by Norton Graphics and Designs. You need a car painted, anything of the sort, contact Will Norton. He'll get you everything you need and more for very cheap. I know Julian just had him do a logo, so he'll even do logos for you.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Well, before we go through the starting lineup, what are you expecting to see out here tonight, Julian?
Close, hard, intense racing. If I could put it in 3 words.
All right.
Or 4, really. Close, hard, yeah, that's 4.
Inside row number 1, starting first, that's going to be Bud Steele. Ryan is sitting there in a second in that 11 machine outside front row. Starting inside row number 2, that'll be Brian on the bottom and James on the outside. And starting inside row 3 will be Charles. Outside of him will be Gary. Starting inside row 4 will be Mike. Outside will be David. Starting inside row 5 will be your points leader of James Ledford. Jacob is sitting there outside in 10th. Inside row number 6 will be James Capehart. Outside Michael Spell. Inside row number 7 will be Dwight, and outside will be Dave Lane. Starting inside row 8 was scheduled Jimmy Crow. He probably will not be racing. And outside will be Linda in that 16th position. And that will be your starting lineup. 16 cars, 100 laps
Give
here
me
from
one quick
Charlotte.
second.
Here we go. We'll get lined up behind the iRacing pace car. Taking a look at your pole sitter was Bud. All right, here we go. 100 laps coming up, coming your way. Fast and furious in these Indy cars. Sub 23 lap times, so it's going to be close, hard racing all night long. As we're going to get ready to go green flag racing. Green is out.
Right in time.
Bud with a nice start. Nice start. Able to pull away just a little bit off into 1 and 2.
Yeah, but now as they get up to speed, it looks like the Wicks car of, cannot remember for some reason, Brian Kaufman. Close right behind him. Hopefully it's not going to be a repeat of next week, and the bottom line is nothing but dominance, so we can see some passing.
Yeah, last week that bottom line was so strong. Nothing anybody can really do about it. We'll see if this top line's able to form up and work its way in here this week. Brian,
Yes,
right
sir.
there in P2, man. He's right there on the back bumper of Bud.
Oh yeah, here we go. Already inside for the lead goes Brian Kaufman. I don't. As we go into 3, yes, he's clear now. He will lead lap 3, with Bud taking a more of an unconventional line on the towards the high side. Now it looks like Ryan Malashak gonna peek on the inside. Gonna get that toe off of Brian. Looks like he's gonna get that pass done relatively easily.
Now, 4 laps complete. Kaufman takes over the lead. We got trouble. I believe that was Chris. Got him.
It was Charles.
Or it was Charles getting in trouble. Wow. Early drama here. Charles has a little bit of an issue. Go back and take a look if we can.
It looked like he was just front down force, or too much front down force, or not enough rear down force. It looks like he just kind of started losing control. But good on him for keeping that thing under control at 200 plus miles an hour.
Yeah, he clipped he clipped it just a little bit, and it got that car sideways.
Oh, we got a car into the wall on the back straight.
That's
James into the wall.
James Brooks. Oh no.
We got a car dead into the fence. It's James and Michael Spell involved in that incident. And we are under yellow on lap number 7.
Wow. What a huge incident. Going back to take a look at it. He got loose off a turn 2, hit the inside wall, and that car just jetted back up the racetrack. And oh my goodness.
That just unloaded, yeah. You see it now.
The trouble here in turn
May get a
3 and
penalty,
4.
depending on if he could have controlled it or not.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do a penalty on that one, to be honest. That looked more like a racing deal. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, he's had to tow the pit road, so he's going to go multiple laps down here. And here we go with pit stops. 9 laps in. That'll get them over their 50, so they will go the cars stopping now will be able to run till one more stop.
Yeah. That crash will more than likely put those two guys, Brooks and Spell, out of the race contention, depending on how many more cautions we get.
Very unfortunate that that happened.
Yeah, so very early on as well.
Spell's car all torn up. Brooks still sitting on pit road.
Yeah, they're both going to tow, it looks like.
Yeah,
They're going to go multiple laps down.
yeah, they got these fast repairs, but they both had to tow, so that right there is going to cost you time. You know, 3 fast repairs, but if you have to tow that car, it's going to hurt you just from the fact of having to tow it.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't want to just try and drive it back. I guess the cars would to get it around the next corner.
All right, folks, we'll be right back here on Extreme SM TV. Oh, and sorry about that, guys. Just had a power surge, actually. That was
Wow.
nice. All right, getting ready to go back green and flag racing. Well, Brian's been able to take over the lead early. What do you think? You think he's going to be able to hang on to it here or just still get back around?
Definitely not. The draft has a lot of effect here down the straights, or at least the one straight and the other half being the quad oval.
Here we
Give a
go, getting
ton of
ready to go
speed.
back green to flag racing, and green's in the
Green,
air.
green.
Here we go.
A little bit of a jumbled up start there in the mid pack. I guess everybody hadn't lined up just yet. Or they may just be opting out to take it easy for now. Seeing how fast the first caution came out.
Yeah, that's probably the route to go. Try to.
Oh, look at that battle lane car here. Believe that's Jacob Evanson wanting to make a move. on Bud Steele for third place. He's going to get it, no problem. And now going inside, or not quite there yet. Now he's on the inside of second place of Ryan Malishek.
Side by side into 1 and 2. Man, that is just, they're going so quick around here right now.
Oh yeah, now there's at each side of the lane. Evanson getting that run off of turn 4 into second place now. Clearly, here comes Bud on the inside for third.
Connected from your channel.
Alrighty, guys. Unfortunately, oh, trouble! Multiple cars around. That was your leader. Oh my goodness. Mike upside down. Bud, oh, I believe Bud may have made it through. All but stopped over here. Ryan involved. Just coming into the trioval. Oh, he just got free on the outside. Oh my goodness. Ryan just completely lost the back of the car. Out of turn number 4. Huge incident there out of turn 4, and once again Julian stepped out of the booth as for whatever reason TeamSpeak's not letting me use 2 commentators without causing issues, so we'll try to get that figured out before next week, and Julian's more than welcome to come back once we solve that. But for the rest of the night I'll be doing it solo here. 18 laps complete of 100. Out front, Jacob leading the way as a couple of cars come down pit road. Looks like everybody from that crash made it back around. James Brooks has retired his car. All right, 19 out of 100 complete here tonight. Oh, oh no, James Brooks' car would not reset. Oh boy, or restart rather. I actually had that happen in an endurance race where the car got damaged. Got the car fixed and it would not restart, so that's very unfortunate. Jacob out front leading the way in the 6 machine. All right, lights off on the racing pace car. We'll get ready to go green at this time by. As Jacob will be your leader, Bud sets second, Gary third, fourth, Linda, fifth, Ryan, sixth, Mike, seventh will be Brian Kaufman, running at eighth, Charles. 20 out of 100 laps already in the books. Here we go, coming to green this time by. And a green flag is back out. Jacob leads them to green here. 21 laps will go on the board here. 2 lead changes so far on the evening. Jacob out front, Bud still sets second. We'll go on board with Bud Steele. As he attempts to make it work on the high side. We'll come back behind Bud. This will give you a sense of how fast they're going. Down the back straightaways, he's going to lose the position, looks like. To Linda working their way to the bottom. We're seeing that bottom line form up. And it's definitely strong down there if you can make it work. And not get the car loose. Bud now is still in second. He's going to be right behind Jacob. Dave Lane back here in ninth. James Capehart eighth. Seventh, Mike Morrison. Coming by to already go to lap 25 as we got a battle up front. Bud trying to hang on the high side as Bud gets a little bit tight. Backs out of it. That's going to move Brian Kaufman up to second place. He's going to jump to the outside now. Big bunch of momentum. Into 3 and 4. Brian trying everything he can. He'll get back in line, try to get that pull. A little bit tight there. Had to lift off just a little bit. Now he'll draw even as the leader got loose. Jacob drops back a bunch of positions, back to 7th. As that car got free through the tri-oval. Taking a look here. Whoa, just got really loose there. Hang on to it. Good job, Jacob, hanging on to that car. He will lose the lead, though. Brian Kaufman back out front leading the way. He's got all kinds of pressure there from Ryan. Along with Bud Steele and Linda in that top 4. Taking a look back here at Dave Lane. Working their way around. This is 8th, 7th, and 6th. Jacob in 7th. Dave 8th. Bud Steele back here in 4th. Meanwhile, looks like Brian's trying to hang on. He's got all kinds of pressure from Ryan. or all kinds of pressure from Ryan here into turn one. Down the back straightaway, side by side, into 3 and 4. Brian Kaufman hanging on to the lead. Now they'll jump back in line here. 32 out of 100 complete. Oh, trouble. We got one upside down on the back straightaway. That is Ryan getting into trouble out of turn 2. Again, looks like loose on exit for Ryan. Yep, just got free into the inside wall, up and over. Yellow back out on the racetrack. That car all torn up. Back into pit road, you'll see Jacob leading the way down. James Capart's going to stay out and take over the race lead. And we'll be right back here on Extreme Film TV momentarily. Alright, as we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here on Extreme Sim TV, Brian Kaufman leads them down, and we're back underway here. 36 complete of 100 from Charlotte for the Crowsnest Indycar Series. Wind are right there on the high side. Trying to hang on, trying to get back to Brian's back bumper. Brian jumped up to the outside. Maybe run the middle lane for Brian other than the bottom, because here comes Linda with a big boost of momentum down the back straightaway. But cannot make it work. You see that car just die out on that upper lane. Brian pulls back away pretty easily there. Linda's now going to lose a couple of spots back to third. She may lose third as well, but Bud's still on the bottom. Coming to complete the lap number 40, or complete 39 going to 40. Bud still trying to make up ground as well. Like they're in the fourth position. Jacob all the way back up to P2 now. He'll jump to the outside, nothing doing. He'll have to hop back down now. Linda now draft back up to the back of Brian. Three right there together. We'll go back a little ways. James Capehart back in sixth. Dave Lane seventh. James Ledford, your points leader, eighth. Working their way in back down the back straightaway. Come on. Look at your points leader back here. Kind of just taking care of his car. As they're all spread out around the racetrack. Bud still up in the third position. Nearly three wide there for second. And Jacob gets pushed out back into fourth. Bud still up to third. Right there right now, Linda in second, trying to get the momentum to get back to Kaufman. Down the front straightaway once again. It's going to get really tight here as Bud tries to hang on to that fourth position. He's going to have Gary right there working him over. Brian Kaufman now still trying to lead the way. Jacob third, Bud fourth, Gary fifth, James sixth. That's going to be your top six right now. As we're a couple laps away from halfway. Again, all of these cars should have to make one more stop. And Jacob right there as well. Gary closing the gap down 4/4. 6 cars now. Now look at the battle up front as they start to gather 2 lanes. I think you're going to have more than 1 car on the outside line to make it work. Bud's still working his way up to try to get P number 2. Jacob right there. These guys right in a group. Linda back to 3rd. Bud's still up to 2nd now. He's going to make a run at your leader. Coming to lap number 51. We are halfway home in this one. Halfway home in the Crowsnest Indycar Series at Charlotte. 5 lead changes on the race. But that bottom line seems to be dominant. Oh, will Bud get back down the line? That may have forced Linda to lift a little bit. That might cost her 4th. And it does. Bud still now on the outside trying to make another run at it. We haven't seen that outside line work all night long. Continuing to run out there trying to make it work. Side by side up front still. Bud still trying to just work his way by. $54 out of 100 laps complete already here tonight. They'll line up on that outside groove. Try to get something going. It's just not working for them out there. $55 out of 100 laps complete. Kaufman trying to hold on to the race lead, and as long as he holds that bottom lane, I'm pretty sure he'll hang on to it till pit stops. Completion of 55, 45 to go. Bud desperately trying to make that outside line work, and it is not helping. He just cannot carry the momentum out there. Just cannot get that outside line to work at all for the lead. Now it's a drag race down the back straightaway. Out of corner 3 and 4 and nobody. Oh no! Holy cows, your leader goes off. Brian Kaufman with a big off through the trioval. That car steps out through the trioval with them. He clipped the grass. Hello, it launches that car. Preview of the Pro 2, Pro 4 trucks coming to iRacing, doing a little bit of a jump on the front straightaway. But that's going to cost him the lead. And Bud Steele with the gap now up front. Gary second. Dave Lane. Linda right there as well. Oh, Linda. Oh, no.
Pretty big wreck back here.
Trouble as she had made a pit stop. Okay, let's go back and look. She comes off pit road, merges back into the racetrack as pit stops have begun. As we were covering that, she gets up out of the way as far as she can and just misjudges it. How unfortunate there, but we do have trouble. Brian's happy about that because he gets to come back around. But yellow out on the speedway. But Dave Lane all torn up. Nothing he could do. This totally out of Dave's control. I just misjudged it. Brings the yellow back out here at lap number 61. And we'll be right back on Extreme SM TV. All right, let's see if we can get a hold of Mr. Ryan right quick as we get ready to clear out from pit stops. Crazy race here so far tonight. All right, we'll get them all sorted out here.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Ryan, bud, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy of me?
Sure do.
Oh, man, some crazy racing out there tonight. Looks like those cars get loose out of nowhere on you.
Yeah, I've had 2 times now where my right rear just snapped out.
All right, going forward, what do you expect out? It looks like the low line is the preferred groove here.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to navigate the top right now. It seems to be where it's getting loose, so.
All righty, buddy. Well, I tell you what, you put on a show out there so far tonight. Expect to see more here coming towards the end.
Yeah, hopefully I can get back up there for you.
All righty, man. Well, best of luck to you.
10-4.
User was moved out of your channel.
That was Orion, the driver of that number 11 machine. All right, we will go green here and around lap number 65 out of 100. Ryan there trying to get caught back up. Taking a look here at Jacob. Now, we were right in the middle of green flag stops when that yellow flag flew. So we're 63 in out of 100. So any stops from here on out, they'll be good to go on fuel. But out on the racetrack leading the way, as he has just made a stop, everybody should be good to go from here. "64 laps out of 100 complete. We'll go green here with 65 on the board. Should be around 35 laps remaining. James Capehart on that outside lane. And we're going to go green flag racing. Green is out. Here we go down the back straightaway, side by side. Capehart trying to do something on the top side. Can't really get it done yet. He'll drop back. Here comes Gary trying to make it happen on the bottom. He'll go for second. Spell back here as well. Ryan trying to work his way up from 7th right now. Linda got that car up in 5th spot. Coming to complete lap number 67 as we're inching closer to 30 laps to go here in just a few laps. Bud still at the top of the board, running around the top side, managed to get the lead. He's got a little help as he's got Gary right there and James Capehart. Your points leader with 4 races left after tonight, currently sitting in 7th. Here we go. Coming down to it. 70 goes on the board. Capehart, though, going for the lead. He'll clear back around Bud Steele out of turn number 2. James Capehart back in front. Here comes Bud Steele with a crossover. The battle is on up front here at Charlotte. Down into turn number 1 they go. Steele on the bottom. Capehart outside. Steele back to the front. That second group finally starting to come in. Into 1 and 2. Capehart on the high side, trying to hang on. Can't do it. He'll drop back a line. Here comes Gary putting the pressure. Dwight right there. Michael Spell. Oh, we got a car sideways. That's Spell on the grass. Bud Steele back out front now. Steele trying to hang on in front of Capehart. Down the front straightaway, 74 out of 100 complete. Bud Steele out front, Capehart second. Dwight runs third. That's your top 3. Lap number 74 in the books. This time by, we'll see 25 laps to go. And Capehart all over the back bumper still. He gets a run to the bottom. Into 3 and 4. Bud tries to cross over. Doesn't have the room. Capehart's going to make it work to the lead. 11th lead change of the evening. With 25 to go. Now Steele back to the inside. Steele looking for running room. Dwight third. 77 out of 100 laps complete coming up. 4 cars under a blanket. Oh, Capehart! Hard in the wall. He got loose out of turn 2. No yellow. They went into turn number 2. And you see that car just step out and, oh. No yellow on the speedway. Capart's car destroyed. Trying to limp it back to pit road. Meanwhile, up front, still trying to hang on to the lead. He's going to have Dwight right there on his rear, on his gearbox. Into turn 3 and 4. Capart gets to the, or Dwight gets to the bottom. Holy cow, done forgot who's who. Action picking up. Dwight's going to clear for the lead. On board with Bud Steele. As the battle rages for the lead with 20 laps to go. Business definitely picking up here on Extreme Sim TV. 20 laps to go in the Crowsnest Indycar Series of Charlotte. Maybe the best IndyCar race of the year. As they're side by side up front. Bud still on the outside. Dwight on the bottom. $18 to go now. Still up top. Dwight on the inside line. They're going to have Gary right there with them before long. And now they'll switch positions. Bud's still trying to get a run on the high side with 17 laps to go. Oh, a little bit free. I think Dwight got free off of turn 2. $17 laps to go, coming to 16 now. And at the stripe, it was so close, but Bud scored as your leader. Now Bud loses position back once again to Dwight. $15 laps to go. Dwight now still trying to hold off Bud. No real pressure behind these two as Gary's dropped back a few car lengths. Can't seem to gain. Third, 14 laps to go now. Coming to 13 this time by. Business has definitely picked up here. Everybody on the loud pedal. Looking for racing room as they exit turn number 2. $13 laps to go. And Bud's still trying to get back around to White. James Ledford's got that car up into 5th position. That is your points leader. Trying to get up to 4th now. As Ryan scored 4th just behind the front 3. Dwight doing everything he can to hang on to that lead. It is go time. Still running the high side, trying to use that second lane. Now with 10 laps remaining. 10 to go, running out of time, and here comes Ryan in that fourth position, closing the gap on the front three. Ryan Melichek trying to close the gap. Here we go. 8 laps remaining. Still a side by side up front. But having to lift just a little bit out of 4. But he'll hold the momentum now. 7 laps to go. Can Ryan get close enough to be a factor? What about Gary? If Gary gets Ryan back there to help him, can those two make a move? So trouble! Dwight loses it out turn number 4. Holy cow. As Dwight went out of turn 4, the back of that car stepped out. And into the grass he goes. Nice job keeping it straight. But that will turn the lead over to Bud Steele. 5 laps to go. Now he's got Gary right there on his back bumper. Bud Steele trying to hang on. Just a few more laps. 4 laps to go. Can Gary get close enough to do something? 1/10 of a second back. Yellow's out on the speedway. And that's going to do it. Bud Steele is going to be your leader at the time of yellow. And looks like Jacob may have been involved. We'll go back and see. I don't believe it was Jacob, actually. As Jacob went through the grass. May have been James Capehart here. We're going to try to find the cause of the yellow. As the yellow come out, I'm not really seeing where it may be. Alright, so yellow out on the speedway. Indeed, it may have been Mike, to be honest with you. I believe indeed it was Mike. And yep, there it is. Take a look at what happened. Mike going upside down on the back straightaway. Looks like that car is getting loose out of turn 2. Oh, hard in the wall, up and over. Alright, with 2 laps to go, they will not go back green. Pace car will bring them around here, and we'll see the white flag. Bud Steele up front. Ryan, man, he fought back to P2. Dwight scored in a third or fourth. Sorry, Gary scored second. Dwight scored a fourth, and Ryan third as the white flag goes into the air. One more time around here for Bud Steele to pick up the win here at the Charlotte 100 for the Crowsnest Indycar Series. Great battle all up till the last few laps. Bud Steele fit to hang on to that lead. Of course, the Crowsnest IndyCar Series will be back here live next Thursday evening on Extreme Sim TV, along with the Crowsnest F1 Series on Monday. As they exit to turn number 4, Bud Steele will become the first two-time winner of the season, driving that number 53 machine. And across the stripe they come. Bud Steele is going to win it here at Charlotte. All right, Bud Steele getting the win. We're going to go get a word with him here momentarily.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Bud, it's Matt up in the booth. Yeah, copy, man.
Oh, good talk to you, Matthew. Wrong button.
You're fine, buddy. What a fight you had to hold on to that lead, Bud.
Yeah, this car tonight was a handful.
Looks like a lot of drivers are having trouble at the exit of 2 and the tri-oval coming through the start finish line, man. Those cars just looked evil to drive.
Yeah, you had to flutter the pedal a little bit to keep it on the track, keep all four wheels on the track. Yeah, the right rear was wearing pretty good.
But nevertheless, you had a late race battle there, and you managed to hang on. Dwight there got a little bit sideways. That cost him some spots. Nice job hanging on to the lead there, buddy.
I appreciate it, Matthew. Want to thank Mr. Crow, Jimmy, and Marie for taking care of all us like this. It's a lot of fun.
Alrighty, man. Well, the first two-time winner this season.
Well, didn't know that.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, indeed you are, sir. Congratulations.
All right. Take care, Matthew. Good to see you.
You too, buddy.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, let's see if we can grab Ryan in third. I do not see Gary in second in TeamSpeak.
User was moved to your channel.
All right, Ryan, you got that car back up to P3.
Yeah, it was a lot of work getting there, but I finally pulled it off.
If you had a couple more laps, you think you got to the lead?
I don't know. I was doing my best to save tires with about 20 to go. I don't know if I had anything to get around them. I was kind of hoping for somebody to slip up, so I don't know if I'd have gotten around them.
Nevertheless, congratulations. You made it to P3. It was a fight, but you got back up through there, buddy.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It was a tough track to navigate, but I don't know. It was just such a good group of guys to race with, so it was a ton of fun.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations, P3.
Thank you.
All right.
User
Let's
was
see
moved
if
out of your
Gary
channel.
comes in TeamSpeak at all. If not, we'll go down through our unofficial finishing results here this evening. Coming home with the win here this evening. Of course, Bud still able to hang on to become the first two-time winner of the season. Gary runs a second, third, Ryan fourth, Dwight fifth, James Ledford, of course, your points leader. Good finish for him. Coming home in a sixth, Charles seventh, Dave, James Capehart eighth, ninth goes to Jacob, and Mike Morrison goes 10th here this evening. Scored in 11th, Michael Spell. And in 12th, Brian Kaufman. Linda comes home 13th. 14th, James Brooks. And 15th goes to David. And there you are excused. And it's not sure. I think David was officially scored 15th. Okay. So that's going to be your finishing results on the evening here for the Crowsnest Indycar Series from Charlotte. 100 laps it was tonight. One heck of a show. And of course, we'll be back here in a week with more IndyCar racing on Extreme Sim TV. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Even want to thank Julian for coming out to attempt to help commentate this race. Unfortunately, TeamSpeak did not work with us tonight, so he had to step out, and I hate that. But he will probably try to come back for us next week, see if we can get that resolved. Once again, congratulations, Bud Steele, getting the win here tonight at Charlotte, becoming the first two-time winner on the season. Congratulations to Bud Steele. And we'll see all you guys back here next week. And I will see you tomorrow night for the Slide Job K&N series here on Extreme Sim TV, as I'll be covering that one tomorrow evening, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everyone have a great night. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.